Mahomes still has it to the 5 and in for the touchdown. And his worst pass of the night is on the spike attempt.
Here's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it, Saquon Barkley, first down, Barkley, oh! Saquon, touchdown!
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Gilly the Guru, coming live from the press box. Man, today's studio we got Coach G and Mike. Man, we had the craziest championship Sunday. Eagles pulled it off, Chiefs pulled it off. Coach G, congratulations on your Eagles win.
Go Birds, man. It was a roller coaster game today. I just come to realize that I think just watching the Philly games this year, the last 3 playoffs all season, it's just going to keep you on the edge of your seat. I mean, every time when you feel like they were going to take that lead and you kind of want to feel like the nails in the coffin, they're always just, 11 points away. And, Kansas City, Philadelphia, Patty, Jalen, round 2, I'm ready for that, man.
Mike, let me guess. You knew the Commanders were going to blow this one, right?
Oh, well, I didn't know they were going to blow it, but you know what? It was pretty sick seeing that Philly D, coming up with 3 fumbles and, making a statement. I think people kind of look past them, this year just a little bit because I think Detroit was shining a lot. And then, Commanders were on a hot one. So to see Philadelphia come through like they did and like I knew they would, it was a great game to watch. I was watching with a bunch of people at Big L's, and it was pretty cool seeing a bunch of Eagle fans in there, enjoying themselves. And, I was wearing almost like a green, not really supporting the Eagles, but, I was representing and people were looking my way when I was, giving some props. So it was great.
Yeah, that Philadelphia defense, I think, really showed out today. I know a lot of people don't get to see them every week because people see the locals, but today I think everyone got to witness that. And to have the Commanders under 100 yards rushing total between Robinson, Daniels, and Eckler, I think they only hit 99 yards. George, what you think about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, their defense is always kind of like a bend but don't break, and it's kind of like always been their motto, even kind of going back to when we're watching them early 2000s, with Dawkins and them, and what they had the 18-play drive, going their first possession, and what did they get? Just 3, right? Yeah, they only got 3. It was just like playing Madden. He had the third and third down, he got that right away, and then the next third down they converted that. Converted a 4th down, converted another 4th down, and it was just like, all right, it's just 4-down territory all day, and then they got a little closer to the end zone and end up kicking that field goal. But yeah, I'm pretty surprised after that first drive that we kept them, that Philly kept them under 99 yards. But it just, guys just stepping it up, man. I mean, there's injuries from their middle linebacker, guys stepping it up, making big plays when needed, was kind of huge for the team. And, when they keep talking about the number 1 defense, on TV or on the radio, I mean, it just shows, they kind of sit back and rely on them, and they say it a couple times on the television cast, it's a closer game, but it seems like it's, 70-0. But I don't feel that way because I'm just losing my mind at the game, watching the game. But it seems like they're just in control. I like the tempo. They all believe in each other. And the line stepping it up. I mean, it's just it's fun to watch. It was fun to watch those guys because the kid Daniels was electric. I'm just thinking through the game. It just, man, these next 4 or 5 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, there's going to be just some battles in the East, with these 2 teams. And it's like, man, these guys got to kind of get them when they're not at their highest, at their highest best team, So just real cool to see Philadelphia team defense step it up and hold them to under 100 yards if that's what it was, so.
Yeah, Mike, let me ask you something. Going back to what George says on the Commanders' first drive, right? They kept going on from 4th down. Go 4th down, went for it. And they got, like George said, they got close to the to the end zone. Then on fourth down, it was like 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and then they decided to kick the field goal. What do you think their philosophy was? Why don't you think they didn't go for it?
I think they had their shot of going in the end zone, and they tried a few times, and they kind of knew that Philly defense was on Daniels, and I think the coaches decided like, hey, you know what, let's take 3. Else, it could have been, well, it was a horrible game. I mean, but it could have been even worse. So, I mean, I'm not sure why they would go and go and go, but it seemed like to me, both games that I watched, there was a lot of 4th and 1s and fourth down tries. So people were trying to win. I mean, it was a great Sunday to watch football. So I think coaches were on more of a, like a attack mode and wanted to really test coaches' play calling. So that's what I think, and that's how I felt. Like I said, I was watching the game in and out. I had a lot of people with me, but it was great. I mean, just to see them going for the 4th and 1 and trying to get that win and trusting their quarterback, that was major. But, at the end of the day, they came up with 3 points, which was good enough for them,
Yeah, I think in a huge game like that, you have to take your 3 points. But it just really surprised me that, they would go for it on 4th down, midfield, at their 40. Then all of a sudden they get closer, and then they decide to go for 3. I mean, I don't.
They were rocking. I was hoping they were going for 3. When they were going, I was just like, these guys are going to score. Nothing's really stopping them, So I was surprised when they brought out their kicker.
Yeah, that's why I thought they were just balls to the wall. So,
Yeah.
there's nothing to lose here. You know what I mean? Like, they're ahead, like you said last week, they're ahead of schedule. Guns blazing, and they were moving. They were moving the ball. And to go for 3, it would kind of surprised me. I think it might would stop a little bit of momentum for them.
Defense was tired. Like I was already like, damn, first drive, our guys already mouths open, already huffing and puffing,
You think maybe there was an injury or something, where it's like kind of like they want to risk that turnover, or
No, I think it's pretty much what you say. I think for any other team in that game, you take 3 in a big game like that. But it was kind of weird for how they were rolling. You know what I mean? There were 2 4th down conversions, and all of a sudden you just kick 3. I mean, I get it. As a coach, I'd probably just take 3 too. But I mean, if your young quarterback's rolling, I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird that Dan Quinn just kind of pulled the leash. And
yeah, because even if you think about it, even if they stopped them, they're sitting there, with their back against the, the end zone.
They're deep into their territory.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, so actually, Jaden Daniels only averaged 5 yards per pass. 5.3 yards per pass.
Wow.
Yeah, 48 attempts for 29 completions for 255, 1 interception, 1 touchdown.
How many attempts?
48.
48.
Jesus.
Fucking A. Wow.
And that's due to the Philadelphia run defense.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They were allowing nothing at
Yeah.
all. I mean, you got Robinson Jr. had 11 carries for 36 yards. That's 3 yards a carry just about.
Yeah. Wow, man. They were kind of locking it down, and the pass rush was hitting them.
They were on all cylinders. Trust me,
Yeah.
offense and defense. I mean,
Yeah.
they were showing it with that big run from Saquon. I mean,
Yeah,
I want to ask George, like, how did you feel? Because I know you watched the game by yourself, and a lot of people were asking me, like, hey, what's up with George? Like, where's he watching the game? And I was like, he's at his house. That's where he likes to watch it. So I was wondering when he busted that run, how did you feel? What were you doing? What was your moment?
Well, when we went to Candlestick, we were crazy out there, right?
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the Eagle fan with my 3 Niner friends or my 4 Niner friends who are with us. So same way at the house. And the cool thing is like my daughter's in her Devontae Smith jersey, Georgie's in a Saquon Barkley jersey.
Oh yeah.
The wifey's in her tie-dye shirt. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool because I'm with the fam. You know what I mean? So yeah, like it was kind of surreal. Like the guy really broke it after an 18-yard drive, and then the first one, bam, he breaks it. Under center. And it's like they only do that 3 or 4 times in the game, but he gets under center, hands off the ball, and the house is going crazy, man. I had to kind of shut the windows because, I might get a little too loud for the neighbors.
That's what I knew. I knew you'd be like that.
But yeah, man, house is going crazy. But it was just that roller coaster ride, right? Like, he breaks that, and then I feel like we score again, and then the Philly scores again, and then didn't you guys all see the fake punt coming?
Oh yeah.
Did you not see it? Like,
I mean,
to me, is there like a prevent punt? Because I mean, the tight end kind of fake blocked and then busted out.
And then released.
Trotter Jr. just went full in and just fell for that deke. And, I mean, to me, that should be like, yo, we're not trying to block this punt. Let's sit back. Who cares about the return? We're about to make it, I believe it would have been 21-3 if they scored a touchdown, or, 17-3 if they scored a field goal, or, you're just running out a clock. But I smelt that. I feel like probably the whole stadium was probably seeing that. And sure enough, the punter sees the guy break and fucker throws it. Because if he doesn't see him break, he probably kicks it. Right? It's probably on him.
And it was over his head too, right?
Yeah, he just lobbed that shit over. Yeah.
Hey, but I think it's kind of like a punter RPO. Like you see the guy coming, then you pop it right down the middle.
It's on his read. Yeah,
yeah.
It's on his read.
You know what? Back to the Saquon's first run though, but that was a hell of a check by Jalen though.
Yeah, because he was.
They took it all the way down to the play clock because switching the play, defense adjusted accordingly, and all of a sudden under center.
Yeah,
toss,
he went back to it.
Broke.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought was, damn, Jalen seen that from a mile away. Like, he called the right play, and that was just a beautiful, beautiful execution.
Yeah,
by the line.
Saquon was down the field. You see him do that little spin move. I was like, oh man, it was pretty sick.
He did that spin move. Was crazy.
If you listen to the audio again or you watch the video, you see Tom Brady even go, oh
yeah. And then everyone's like, Dad, it's like playing Madden right now. And that was just the beginning of the game. I was like, damn, this is gonna be a crazy game. And it was cool seeing him run down that field quick. So yeah, Saquon is he's a real deal, man.
That's dope, man, that he's kind of sent it off, man, because he was like that Jordan athlete, Nike guy, right?
Yeah.
And kind of be the face of NFL and goes the Giants kind of like behind whatever line he is with Daniel Jones. And then now he's kind of able to get a shine on, man. It's kind of tight, because if I'm a kid running back, if I'm a kid, dude, that's like a Curry or like a Patty Mahomes or whatever, something to look up to. And, dude, that guy's balling, man. And, I mean, as much football as we're watching, I mean, I don't remember watching a game where you're watching a running back just break for 60 yards or for 40 yards, and we're just sitting and waiting. Is he going to break? That's insane, man.
He looks solid.
It's tight
too.
to watch,
real
man.
solid and just real healthy. So I mean,
he's super fast, man. You see him hit that hole.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like he's just so precise and so solid. It seems like even when they're trying to arm tackle him, he's just busting right through it. I mean, it's going to take a body to really take him down, and they're missing a lot of tackles on him, especially if he's spinning on you. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, going back to last podcast, George was saying when's the last time we've seen running backs do this? And it kind of makes me feel like I'm watching old NFL films of like Jim Brown fucking running for like 100 yards.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he's doing like what those NFL films show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like we haven't seen anything really like it. I mean, since probably Barry Sanders, all those juke moves, and Marcus Allen's Super Bowl run versus the Redskins,
Adrian Peterson busting it, right?
Yeah,
that was LaDainian Tomlinson. But like, if we could even go back to see like their best seasons, like how many times they've had because a long run's a good 25, 35 yard run, right?
I mean, we're all looking for that big run, right? Once they break free on that, you're like, I got to see a big run, and I mean to do it on the championship game. First quarter, they're proving a point right there where they want to be, and I think it was a great performance.
And this is a consistent thing from him though. Like week in and week out, he's constantly having these 60 yarders, 50 yarders, whatever it may be. But he's just showing the world like.
Do they have like a Trent Williams that is like giving him those blocks?
Their whole line is insane.
So they're all
Lane Johnson, all those guys are just fucking monsters.
All right, and even just they're just getting interchangeable, right? Because their center didn't start, so their right guard stepped in, and their right guard hurt his knee, and the center's like, "Fuck this, I'm going in."
Okay,
so he goes inside. So they big up their line coach. I think it's Stoutman or something like that, and he's just getting like their big Mekhi Becton. He was a left tackle, I believe, from the Jets, first rounder. Kind of didn't do his best over there. Came over here. I think they turned him into a right guard, and they got I think they got three Pro Bowlers on the line. That just helps out too.
Gilly, any time when the Redskins, did you think they were going to turn around this game, or did you think it was completely domination by the Eagles. Because I know you're a guy that's always like kind of like the underdog.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gilly's always like that, right? He's kind of
like when did you feel like it was out of reach?
like, yeah, it's done. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, straight from the get. I mean,
Really?
You guys just seen how easy it was for the Eagles.
I thought they had a little life, you know, in the second quarter. Like, I mean, it was towards the second half was when, you know, it was just kind of like after.
He was scary the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, he was scary the whole time.
I mean, for me, it was that the line was doing whatever they wanted to. Saquon, what? He had 15 carries for 118. That's seven yards a carry with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Then you go over here, then like Jalen Hurts. Well, I talked about the past 2 podcasts. Is he going to need to do more? So here's my answer: 20 for 28, 246, and 1 touchdown, and 1 rushing touchdown. Then here you go with AJ Brown, six receptions for 96 yards and 1 touchdown.
1 tutty.
Yeah.
So if you just go off those stats, they were moving that ball pretty
Kind
damn
of like
good.
how they wanted to.
How they wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you got this defense, stop and run, and you're making a rookie.
Well, that defense was mad already from the defensive coordinator kind of saying, yo, Jalen runs, that's just a stupid idea for the offensive coordinator to throwing him out there because we're going to hit him. We're going to let him know that he's a running back. And, like, I'm sure Jalen Hurts is thinking, like, duh. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, and then I heard a couple good points on the radio, and they were talking about, for one, that's just going to alert the officials, right?
True.
That's just going to alert the officials. And you seen today, the flag was right there, boom, on Barkley and a couple other guys. And then you would think that would just rile the shit out of the Philly defense. You know what I mean? Okay, you think we're some bums over here? We're the number 1 defense. You know, you're the 30th, you know, run stoppage defense, rushing in the league, and you think you're going to try pushing us around here? So, yeah, I'm glad, you know, it just bulletin material, you know, for Philly, and they went on there and handled business, man.
You know what I loved, Coach G? I love seeing Big Jordan Davis sack.
Yeah.
That was amazing
huge,
right there.
yeah,
Because, you know, he's the one that does all the dirty work in there. You know, he
Yeah.
stops the run, does all that. Jalen Carter's the one over there getting all the sacks and whatnot. And Big Jordan Davis getting a hold of him. And
that whole
sacking
Georgia
him.
crew, man, I'm feeling those dudes, man.
Those dudes are dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Those dudes are straight dogs. I mean, it's great to see them as teammates. Like, I mean, you can just tell, like, to run against those two, that can't be fun at all. You know what I mean?
And that, I guess the Ringo, what's his name? He's the cornerback. Went to Georgia, 2nd, 3rd round. He's one of the dudes on Philly, but you know he's probably behind Slay, but he's another Georgia dude that's gonna be dope. You know, he's gonna end up fucking being a starter later on in his career.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're all texting one that said it must be nice when you have a backup running back that's busting over there for 50 yards like Will did. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Right. Saquon takes a little breather, and this dude's fucking over here busting 50 yarders plus. I mean, you know, I think I text everybody in the group chat that just complements their offensive line. Like, it's no matter who's in there.
4 for 77 yards the kid had. Will Shipley.
Yeah.
So he was a Clemson kid, huh?
Yes, he went.
Was he like a dude, like one of their guys, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because I mean, he kind of ran out of gas, so you can see the difference between him and Barkley.
Yeah,
right?
between him and Barkley.
Yeah, but he still does his thing.
Yeah, I mean, had to look at the jumbotron, see the dudes right behind him. I mean, I would do the same thing too.
Yeah, fuck, man. Well, one stat I heard from Philly was in the playoffs was 10 turnovers, and on defense 0 turnovers on offense. You know, so I mean, kind of like perfect recipe. You know, if they just kind of keep that up, man, I think they got a good shot against freaking the 3-peat, you know, and Kansas City Chiefs, man, Patty Mahomes, you know, freaking, is it Jalen or Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels, man. I mean, dude was fucking on fire, bro.
He still look good.
It was kind of cool to watch him fucking ball the fuck out, man. Like, it's going to be some really good games freaking going forward. And seeing how far that dude goes, because that guy's going to be a problem in the NFL. And once they get more weapons, you know. But yeah, you know, once they kind of get ready for that Kansas City game, man, it's going to be a tough one. You know,
let me ask you a cool question. So, Noel Smith Jr. He's had last season as a rookie. He was kind of on the fence, right? No one
Yeah.
knew to really think about him.
Yeah.
But in this playoff run,
Yeah.
he's been
They
dynamite.
say 4 sacks.
Yeah.
That was the guy I was going to bring up. Yeah, I like that guy.
So do you think
Yeah.
he fully replaced Reddick? Like, could you say that's totally a replacement?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of forgot about Reddick. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like Reddick kind of went about that whole situation all wrong. He already had a contract and he should have just balled out and got another one. But instead, he wanted to restructure it, and it just never worked out. You know, and then we end up getting the Birds end up getting the guy from the Jets, and that guy doesn't even play. I even forgot his name. But yeah, man, that kid's been balling out, man. Hopefully he could kind of be a full-time guy because just like Carter, you know, was playing about 50% of the snaps. Now he's in there almost, 95, 100% of the snaps. So hopefully next year, if he's able to step in that role, we'll see if he's ready for it, Should be.
Mike, let me ask you a question about this. So now that the Commanders season is done, going for them to go in the off season, what did you see their weaknesses? Where they need to improve? What do you think they need to improve on?
First of all, I think the QB's he's a rookie, he's young, and he's kind of going on full cylinders, as I would say, because rookies usually come out if they're gonna stunt, they're gonna stunt. Sometimes it's just like, all right, here's a rookie and he just sucks. You know what I mean? So I think he needs to stay where he's at, but just needs some more reps. You know what I mean? It's his first year. I would say maybe start looking on. Their line was holding up pretty good too. He was in the pocket for a minute against a good Eagles defense.
Yeah.
So I would think like they would have to maybe find like a nice little running back they can just dump something to, and maybe a little bit more quicker on their slants and stuff like that. But I don't think they have really too much to work on. I just think it's more reps for some of the rookies.
Yeah. I think you hit that right on the head because I think they actually do need another running back.
Yeah,
because I think Robinson Jr. I think he's decent, but I know Eckler's been around the league and whatnot. He's always had injury issues and whatnot. I think they need another.
And he fumbled this game, right?
He did
Yeah,
fumble.
he fumbled.
He did fumble.
And then was that why they got rid of him down there? Who had him? Chargers, right?
Chargers had him, but he was more injury prone
Was
with
he?
them. So
that's that's typical in the league. Most running backs are hurt here and there, but I think if they find like a nice maybe rookie that's coming up and could kind of work with Daniels, I think they would have something to look forward to. They're a real good team, but it's just to me it's always when they're young it needs some more reps. But they really went far, and that that should get their little fire under their butt.
Yeah, George, I was thinking like I would think they need another great receiver to match with Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, have another guy because what they just have, Scary Terry, and who was their other dude? Who always comes through for him is let me see, what's his name?
Zach Ertz?
Zach Ertz. But see,
he was crying at the end of the game.
Zacharias. It seems like that guy's always, finding a way. And it looks like that guy Brown might be one of their dudes too. So, yeah, maybe if they're able to get a name, from the draft, maybe not spend too much money, on free agency. But I'm also thinking maybe adding to their defense, that kid,
you're right. Yeah.
The guy Luvu, man, that kid's bad, dude. I like that guy.
He's
a
stud,
a
hard ass,
dude.
man. He's a hard ass for sure.
Yeah, like he's one of those guys that could kind of, corral up your defense and you kind of build around him, get some cornerbacks because I feel like their cornerbacks are a little old. I forgot who's their guy, but he kept getting burned every time he plays the Birds. But yeah, maybe get some young guys.
You talking about Lattimore?
Lattimore, yeah. So I'm thinking maybe go get a shutdown cornerback, maybe get another pass rusher. That's putting some pressure on the quarterback, and they're just gonna get better.
Yeah, I think defensively, I think they need to upgrade on their linebacker core as well too. Definitely linebackers and DBs.
Because like Wagner, how old is he? Does he have like a couple more years, or is he done?
I would think at least 2 more years.
2 more years.
Yeah.
So he'll be solid there.
You got
him. You got that guy Luvu, and then get another guy. Get another dude on the line.
I was actually laughing when Luvu kept on jumping over the pile.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time though, he's really just trying to stop him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just,
Yeah, what was that all about? It was like what,
was
4?
trying-
Was 4 or 3?
It was 2. Then one of the defensive linemen jumped off sides. But I mean, he was just trying to time the snap. I mean, he was just trying to really stop him. I mean, how else are you really gonna stop the tush push? I mean,
I just really see it as just like a real good coach team. Like just taking everything that you could take advantage of. Like, shit, if you're just going to give them 2 inches, I'm going to try to time this, and it's worth, a stoppage of a down.
Yeah.
And then now it's 3rd down. And until you're going to say, hey, we're going to give these guys the points if you do it again, I'm going to keep doing it. It's a real good coach team. It was a good game, man. Super, super good game.
yeah, like I said, I think Dan Quinn's a really dope coach to play for. Like, if I had a chance to play for him, it'd be fucking
One more chance.
one more chance.
One more
man.
chance.
So you said Zach Ertz was crying?
I don't. Sometimes they had those apps that look like they're crying out, but it looked like it was. I don't know.
Because I wonder if he's going to retire. You know what I mean?
Probably.
'Cause,
Maybe that was his last game.
I mean, everybody was propping him up. Everyone was bigging him up. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if he just because he played a hell of a game too.
Yeah.
He did ball out.
Was he
Yeah.
crying
Yeah.
or was it just like
I didn't really.
maybe
see-
maybe like they were saying like you did your thing out there,
Yeah. Hey, you know what, guys? We got a guest caller right now.
There we go.
Guest caller.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo.
We got Fish on the line.
Oh, he sounds
What's
good.
up?
What's up, man? How'd you like those games?
Talk to me.
Wow. Talk about domination.
Hey, dude,
How's Coach D feeling right now?
dude, I'm loving it, man. My heart was going crazy, but fucking A, dude, they pulled it off, man. Fucking A, it was a fucking crazy ass game.
That was
Hey, dude, I want to apologize because when you said that was Ed Hockley's son, like I thought you were joking.
because it's really his son.
I was like, dude, this guy's a dirtbag.
Why did he text that on the group or did he text you like
No, I think
Ronnie sent it.
Ronnie did?
Yeah,
Oh, see,
'cause
I would think the
he
same
was
thing.
because the Philly was 6-0 with that refereeing crew.
Oh yeah.
So he was like, "Yo, you're in good hands here," And I was just like, "Ed Hockley, that's Ed Hockley's brother?" And Fish is like, "Nah." Fish is like, "No, that's his son." And I was like rolling my eyes, like, "Dude, the fucking guy."
like the Buffer brothers?
Yeah.
No way. That's pretty sick, dude. I wouldn't believe Ruben either. I'd be like, bitch, I would be like,
Mr. Knew It All come through again, baby.
he came through.
I was wondering why there was no remorse.
Yeah, just all crickets. Like,
it went right over our heads.
that's his son. Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Fish, fuck off."
Dude, that'd be nice if we show a picture of him, dude.
Hey, Fish. So, what do you think about the Saquon Barkley's first play of the game?
Dude, I was like, no way. That was just. I just started laughing. Me and Joe were watching it. I just started cracking up. Well, no way. First play.
So, did
They took? How long was there? Washington's drive.
it was like 18 plays?
18 plays, probably like 5-6 minutes.
I think it was like more like 7 minutes, and it took Zaquan 18 to score.
Yeah. Fish. A question I asked Mike earlier. Were you surprised that Dan Quinn decided to kick the field goal their first drive instead of going for it on 4th down once they converted 2 4th downs already?
I think he felt like it was just going to be too much. You know what I mean? I think at that point,
Yeah.
like, I better just take the points.
So you felt like he just thought, I rolled the dice too much on this drive. Let's get 3 and just get on
Yeah,
defense.
because you can only get lucky so many times. I mean, 4th down's hard. You know what I mean?
But that's like I told Coach G, and we both agreed on this, that their offense was rolling though.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like you keep on rolling 6, you're rolling 6, you're rolling 6. I mean, 7's gonna pop up,
It's
right?
gonna pop
Yeah.
up,
So
right?
I mean,
That's how I felt.
would you rather split the pot? I'll split the pot. So he kicked
Yeah.
it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Another question I asked them earlier too. I bring it back to last week when I said I asked you this question. I think I asked you this question last week. Would Jalen Hurts need to do more to win? And he did. So I mean, you hit it right on the head, right?
Yeah, he definitely did, and they kicked ass. I mean, to be honest, I bet the under on Price Picks, so I lost.
What under was it?
It was like under 200.
Oh, 200 yards passing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What he had? He finished what 246 or
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's always a hard one to
240.
pick, man. 200 yards because he's always in the hundreds. I mean,
Yeah, he's
even
always
for a
up.
good ass game, he got to 240. So that was just like maybe 3 passes. He keeps it under 200. Jeez.
So do you think that because the Philly fans are watching the celebration at home, so the Commander fans get to kind of sneak out without getting harassed? Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when the Niners went there and they had the loss, they had to go through that whole the whole thing. So most of the Eagle fans were probably still in the stadium like woo, and they got to sneak out, right?
Yeah, they're probably just sneaking away.
Yeah, they snuck away. They didn't get the whole Philly.
I mean, did you see too many Commander fans there?
I didn't see too many, to be honest.
You know what's funny? Actually, I seen I forgot what ticket source put it out, but they said 21% of the sales went to Redskins fans or Commander fans.
Commander fans.
But
Really?
But on TV, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
much.
didn't
So
see
I
that
mean,
much either.
might have been
No, there's no way.
yeah, that might have been a false stat. I mean, tailgating. Actually, I did see quite a few Commander videos and people tailgating with Eagles fans. And they all started chanting, "Fuck the Cowboys! Fuck the Cowboys!" So they teamed up, so that was pretty cool to see. But
Check out this stat though. I was looking at the game prices for the games, and the lowest price for Philadelphia versus the Washington was I think like $650 or something, and the lowest price for the Chiefs and the Bills was you could get in for $188. AFC Championship game, man. $188. Yeah, $188.
damn, we should have went.
Were you sitting in the parking lot?
No, you just go on the app and it'll tell you. You know?
Really?
Was this like last minute sales? Like
No, I actually checked it like 3 days ago just to see, hey, what's the difference? Like is it just Philly,
why we should go to a
just,
game like that.
Philly just brings if it's that cheap.
Have you went to Philadelphia to watch a game yet?
No, just the Phillies.
I mean,
Just watch the Phillies,
we got to definitely hit that up. That'd be
No,
a
for
sick
sure.
little
Yeah.
trip, huh?
damn, 188
188. Yeah.
to see an AFC West shootout.
AFC,
I mean,
yeah,
AFC
yeah.
Championship shootout.
Bills versus freaking the Chiefs.
Damn,
Part 4.
You like that though? I called the shootout. Told you.
the AFC shootout. You know what, Ruben? Our fish. We haven't got into the Chiefs and Bills game yet.
Oh no.
But we'll kick into it right now. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, it was typical freaking Mahomes crap. I don't know. it just he always wins. I don't.
Well, you know what?
I don't know.
We can't blame it on the refs this time. I think the refs did a pretty good job out
No.
there. And that ref was, I guess, the stats between Mahomes and him are like pretty bad. Like Mahomes usually loses, so I think Mahomes, proved he's a great quarterback, and he looked like he was on all cylinders too. I mean,
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah, I think like I said last week, I think that team. I mean, actually, I looked at their injury report this week, and they had absolutely not one person on it.
really,
Yeah, so they're firing all cylinders.
they're sneaky.
I mean,
Eddie Reed's sneaky. I'm telling you.
I even forgot they really had Juju Smith-Schuster on their team.
Dude, he sneaks it
'Cause
everywhere.
you
Yeah.
seen
So did I.
You know what's
When he
weird?
caught the ball, I was like, what the hell?
yeah, because I thought they got rid of him. I don't know why I thought they got rid of him, but I seen Worthy.
Hey, Worthy is he's pretty good, huh?
He's a rookie, man. Yeah,
He shined. He shined.
I think him and Mahomes need to get their timing right. Then they could have like a bond like him and Tyreek Hill did. I mean, he has that speed Tyreek has, and he's a taller receiver.
Yeah.
So I think once they get their timing right, another year, I think he'd be pretty damn good, man.
And was I right about Josh Allen? Almost a little Phillip Rivers.
Little Phillip Rivers, his first drive.
There's two differences though. I think Rivers was kind of like he was a jerk. I think he was a jerk, and Josh Allen's more of a cool dude. So I mean, I hate to compare him in that way, but I mean, when it comes to a great quarterback making it so far and just can't do it, it's horrible. Horrible.
Fish.
Horrible.
So Mahomes is still that hump that he can't beat in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Like he just wins all the time. It's frustrating as hell.
Well, I mean, you got Andy Reid as your head coach, and and he's just a veteran quarterback. I mean, you got to expect it out of it. Like I said, I went with the teams that I know that were going to win, and came through.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's going for the Commanders. Like I said, I go back to that game, but I mean,
Was that? Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Was that a Josh Allen a first down? I didn't see it. I was kind of barbecuing.
The 4th and
I kinda
inches.
missed it.
Yeah, I thought it was a first down.
Yeah, I did. I thought they were
I
going to give
for
it
sure
to
was
him.
a first down.
I think
I kept coming in and out, and I was like, oh, I kept missing every time they replayed it.
I think
really
he, I
didn't
think
see
he,
that
I
part.
think he might have got it. I think he was right on the line. It was pretty damn close. I mean, but you know what they say, like if they call it on the field, it's hard for them to overturn it. I mean, they have to really, really, really see.
So originally it was 4th down.
It was turnover on downs. They on the fields they stopped them.
George? Did you catch the whole game, or you were just kind of pumped already?
The first half I was kind of zoning in and out.
Okay.
Kind of.
Because I was just telling him that I guess the referee that was the ref.
Yeah.
I guess Mahomes has bad stats against him.
Does
like
he?
yeah, he goes against Mahomes.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, to me, I think Mahomes did a great job, and so did KC. Kelsey was kind of quiet, right?
Yeah, it was kind of quiet.
Did he score a TD? I don't think so.
No, he did not score a TD
No.
this game.
No. Wow.
I think he only had a couple catches, a couple targets, maybe like 4 targets, two catches.
I think he dropped a pretty good pass too.
No, he actually did drop a pass that was right in his hands. It was like a quick.
Oh,
little,
that's right.
It was
Yeah.
a quick
Oh,
little
that
whiteout
quick
screen.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
a quick whiteout screen. He just dropped it. He looked pretty upset. He dropped that one because he knew he should have had it for sure.
It's just pretty impressive, man. It's like the guys fucking did it again. You know, I mean, I don't
and,
fuck.
and Mahomes does
Like
it
I
with
said,
his legs
I'm
too.
at a loss for words over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, like it was the first game they played. I feel like they demolished them, and then now it just kind of just playing catch up the whole game.
Well, if you because I watched the first drive like really close, you know, and just Josh Allen's face looked like he's seen a ghost. Like it just seemed he was very nervous because I think maybe that the Bills fans, everybody has like a lot of pressure on him. I don't know what it is, but if you go back and get to see it, you'll see his face. And I can't even. One of the guys sitting next to me, I was like, "Hey, dude, look at his face!" And boom, he almost threw two interceptions first drive.
Yeah,
He was spooked.
Yeah, I mean, then again, you're going against one of the best defensive coordinators ever. I mean, the way he just dials up plays, like that last play when he was floated up there to call a fucking corner blitz, that was nuts. That was like he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting that pressure.
Yeah,
he didn't expect that coming that quick, and he just fucking lobbed up that ball. I mean, his tight end should have caught it though. I mean,
I guess now
That was a hard catch, though.
Mark Andrews could feel better now, huh?
yeah.
He's like,
he's definitely feeling better about that
Yeah,
one.
you give him both a hug.
Fish, let me ask you a question. So, you know how Josh Allen always runs the ball and whatnot, and gets his touchdowns. So in this game, Patrick Mahomes had 11 carries for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns. Do you think some of those plays were just designed so that he could be like, motherfucker, I could do this shit too?
I think so. I mean, I think he runs anyways. Doesn't he score rushing touchdowns a lot?
Yeah, but some of the plays were actually designed for him to do.
Yeah, you could totally see it. I mean, I think they're designed for this game, probably. But how do you think it's to Josh Allen's face? Like, look what I could do.
I think.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think Mahomes is like a sorry to cut you off. I think Mahomes is like a he wants to go against the best, and he knows that he got to shine too. And yeah, he showed it with his legs. I mean, he's never running like that much, and he ran like a 15-yard run for a TD, or what was that?
It was 12.
So it's, and that's pretty. I mean, look at him. He's going in kind of confident. I think he did everything right tonight to win, for sure.
A lot of bonehead plays by the Bills, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like the face masks and just I feel like there was a lot of penalties. I don't know how many penalties, yards they had, by the end of the game, but I feel like there was a lot of flags.
Fish, what'd you think about that play where Mahomes threw it up and both the DB and Worthy both caught it and fell to the ground? What do you think that should have been ruled?
I thought it was kind of a pick. Well, the ball hit the ground, so it should have been incomplete either way. But that's a pass you're talking about, right?
I didn't even notice that the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, the top point of the ball actually did touch the ground.
I would say it goes to the wide receiver.
Yeah, I thought the guy just barely put a hand on it and the wide receiver just snatched that shit out.
Yeah.
When they both fell, you could see it when they both land. The tip of the ball touches the ground, so it should have been nothing, right?
They didn't call it, I believe, because there was no movement of the ball. It was it was still cuffed in his hand. They both did cuff it, but from what I remember seeing is by NFL rules, if both defender and offensive receiver both have the ball and the receiver's on the ground, it's actually ruled his catch.
Okay.
So basically tiebreaker goes to him. I know that's gonna be a play that everybody's gonna be talking about. Kind of controversial, but as far as like Coach G was saying, or even Mike too, about the conspiracy about penalties and whatnot. But I think George is right. A lot of penalties this game were actually real penalties.
Yeah, this game looked legit.
I would say
the closest one was that first down, but you could argue both ways, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, with the, like DeMar Hamlin's pass interference, he was all over Kelsey, wouldn't let him go after 5 yards. I mean, yeah, I mean,
it was some good football today, I think. I mean, there were some flags.
That was
but,
bad discipline plays on their defense. They were just kind of giving Kansas City a lot of opportunities, extra opportunities.
I mean, pretty much Allen had his chance to run down the field and win the game.
For sure.
Right?
For
so,
sure.
I mean, what more do you want? That's your –
you
can't say nothing.
You get an opportunity, but, I mean, if you play game tight, maybe – they're punting an extra couple times is not as so tight. Maybe you have the lead.
Yeah, and then he's running the ball, and he kind of has like the ball in one hand, and it kind of looks like like any time he could have fell out. Like I don't know.
I feel like one of those 15-yarders kind of benefited the Bills because if not, I think because that put him like on the other side of the 50. If not, like Patty Mahomes would have just milked that clock. It just gave him the ball, let him score, and then Bills got the ball back again, but didn't.
Yeah, Mahomes went third down when he got, when they ended the game. What was it, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, and he threw it first down. I mean, that's Super Bowl champion quarterback right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen had a chance to do that, and it was just kind of like he didn't do it, and Mahomes showed him right there. I mean, I know I'm showing Mahomes a lot of love today.
Well, I mean, Josh Allen threw the ball. I mean, he backed up, threw the ball, and the tight end missed the ball. He catches it. He's in field goal range.
Tie game overtime.
Yeah, the tie game overtime.
I was actually surprised that they didn't actually go back to their jumbo formation with the extra lineman and run.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the third quarter they came out and did that. I think in the third quarter alone they had like 90 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And I thought they would have did something similar for a final drive like that, or but
because they kind of had them off balance because then you could fake it and then they were doing little screens.
Yeah, Fitch. Going forward, I asked Mike this question earlier, but let me ask you about a different team. So if you're the Bills now, and during the offseason, what are you looking for now? What are you looking for to beat Patrick Mahomes? Like position wise, I mean, they have a running back. They have actually two with that new rookie. They have a legit receiver. They have a good line. They got Josh Allen. What is it that they need to beat Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know. Maybe a really good pass rusher. Who's their pass rusher?
I mean, he's up in age, but they got Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller.
Yeah.
How did he do? Like, were they putting pressure on him?
I didn't hear his name all game.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah, I think they need a solid pass rusher. Their defense seems kind of small.
Yeah.
It looks small.
Black was texting us, and he mentioned, did Cooper even play?
Yeah, Cooper had a couple
catches.
Yeah,
like 3 catches or something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's still in the system.
Maybe some more wide receivers.
Yeah, I think they need a true number 1.
Yeah.
Well, they actually got Keenan Cole, the rookie from this year. He's actually going to be their number 1. The dude's legit. I mean, I think next year will be his year.
So he's playing though right now?
Yeah, he's playing right now.
Yeah. He's number 2, right?
Yeah, but I think next year will be his year. I think he was hurt a little bit this year. But Amari Cooper did play today. He did 4 catches for 33 yards with nothing to really rave about.
Yeah, that was nothing special.
I mean, it seems like Allen's always throwing to Shakir, is that his name? Yeah, it seems like he's always throwing to him a lot.
But actually, you know what? Fish's boy, Mac Hollins, 3 catches, 73 yards, 1 touchdown.
So that's that was the barefoot guy, right?
That's a barefoot guy.
That's the barefoot man.
He came dressed like fucking Elmo or something like that. You see that?
I think I think they said he has a ring with Philly. You guys drafted him.
Really? Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. He's been everywhere though, I think.
Yeah.
It's like I feel bad for Josh Allen, dude. I mean, he just
Who's
That's
their
right.
who's
He has
their
a
guy
good
you
heart.
said? Who's their rookie? Cole?
Yeah, Keon Coleman.
Oh, okay.
He's hurt right now.
Yeah,
Does he play?
6'4", 215.
Nah,
So
nah,
he's a big dude.
he's
from
playing
Florida
right
State,
now.
Huh?
Yeah, he's legit.
Yeah, so he's a dude,
Dude's
yeah.
really legit.
Yeah, so they'll be back.
Yeah, I think a number one and a good pass rusher. I don't know.
I don't know.
The
Yeah,
linebacker's pretty solid. The guy Milano, he's good.
Yeah, he's legit. So going to the Commanders, let me ask you the same questions. So Commanders head into the offseason. Where do you see their weaknesses at?
To be honest, I don't really watch Commanders games, so that's a hard one for me.
But as just from what you've seen today, like what did you see? Like what do you?
What did I see? Yeah, that's a hard one for me. I don't know. You should ask George that question.
Well, I was just saying, tying up their defense. I feel like their offense. Mike said they probably need another running back to accommodate Robinson Jr.
Yeah, because Austin Eckler ain't gonna cut it.
Maybe.
He's always hurt.
I mean, if Zach
Getting older.
Ertz is getting old, so maybe this was his swan song, the old
Yeah.
farewell here. So I mean, I just think defense, man. I mean, if they just stack up their defense, there's still going to be a problem because their offense is going to still put up 20 plus. So I think they stack up their defense. I think they're a good, well coached team. Should be fine.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Fish. Before we let you loose, give us your feelings and your thoughts about Pete Carroll going to the Raiders.
Oh, I love it. I think it's good. Been in the Super Bowl twice. He won with Seahawks. He won with USC. I think it's good.
Yeah, I don't even realize that it's an age thing. Is that a thing actually with him that he's too old or something?
Well, I
He
was
is
actually
old, but-
I was asking Fish about that yesterday about the age thing. I really don't think that
It's
really
not like-
matters. I mean, he's not like he's insane. Like he can't coach anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
you have coordinators. Coordinators call the plays. So
Like
if he has outdated stuff, the coordinators have new stuff. You know what I mean?
I wonder if he's like the same age as Belichick or
He is.
he is.
He's a year older than
He's a
Belichick.
year older. I mean, I think it's the right direction for those dudes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a good start.
So do you think Pete Carroll will bring stability for the offense and defense, both sides of the balls?
I think so. I mean, look at his Seahawks team. It was loaded on both sides, right?
Yeah, there were. I mean,
What is he, a defensive guy?
He's a defensive
guy.
He's a defensive guy.
I mean, even at USC and even over at Seattle, he had both of his teams were pretty well disciplined, played great.
I just think the little things that with getting helped by Brady, I think that's going to be clutch. Like even just listening to Brady commentate the games, like he's just like, man, these guys got to be no huddle. These guys got to be this. These guys got to be that. I think all that stuff's going to all trickle down to their team and to their just new identity. Just having an owner, a different owner.
Their GM was with Tom Brady in Tampa, right?
Yeah. He was the GM of one of their Super Bowl teams.
Yeah, so
So,
it's Tom Brady written all over it. You know
so
what I mean?
will Tom Brady keep on? Will he still be announcing games and stuff like that, or he's gonna go be in the box, maybe calling some offensive plays, and then Pete Carroll will be doing defense, like kind of something like that?
No, I think Tom Brady is contracted to keep on commentating games.
So he's
Yeah,
he's just a partner in there or something.
Yeah,
he's just
he
he's just a
can't,
part
I don't
owner.
think he can do nothing football related.
Yeah, he can't talk about anything about I think he can't talk about any like ownership or anything in office or anything like that. He can't I believe he can't go to like teams' facilities. He can't do stuff like that. I think he can strictly go.
He can only go there and broadcast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But I mean, You think the Raider fans were super happy about their pick of their new head coach? I mean, there's been jokes out there already about
Is
him.
it?
Yeah, they got Ellen DeGeneres.
What is the reaction? Are people happy that they got
I
him,
mean,
or-
I haven't got someone that's seriously saying that he's gonna. Yeah, like they're super happy. I mean,
I actually put
Who else is there?
Yeah.
I actually put a
What
poll.
coach are you gonna pick?
oh yeah,
right
you
now?
did the poll. What did the poll say?
I actually did a poll on our Instagram. I did a poll. I asked if it's a good hire, bad hire, 50-50. It was more of 50-50 and it's a good hire. I mean, I think people don't know how to really feel. As me, like I said, as me being a Raider fan, I think it's a good hire because I think I was actually telling Fish yesterday, and George, I don't know if you agree with me on this. He could possibly be the Mark Jackson and get the team going the right direction.
Yeah.
And then when his 2, 3, 4 years up, whatever it is, another coach could come in and take him
And top it off.
and top it off.
Yeah.
I think it could possibly be that. Like they're looking for a coach for a turnaround.
Yeah.
And once that foundation is set, see where Pete's at in a couple of years, get whoever is great on the market.
Yeah. I mean, just like Fish said, who else are they going to get? I mean, it is star power. You got Harbaugh with the Chargers. You got Big Red with the Chiefs. You got Sean Payton with the Broncos. And now you got freaking
Pete Carroll with the Raiders.
the Raiders.
Yeah,
And just like the statistic I sent you guys, he's about 500 against all those coaches. All the records versus all of them are just about.
I think he'll do
50-50.
good. I mean,
I mean, it's just drafting the players now, getting the right coaches. What are they? Do they got their offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, or they cleaned house and they got to switch all that?
No,
up?
I think they just got their GM and their coach. I think they're still
Doing everything else.
trying to cook everything else up. Yeah.
so what quarterback do they have right now to start? Is it just up in the air?
They got a guy just as good as me, probably.
Yeah.
So it's more than a coach then, right? So I mean, that's why I think the Raider fans are so, quiet about their head coach. I mean, like I said, I know a bunch of Raider fans, and that was not even talked about today. And there was a lot of Raider hats at my table.
Yeah, it's just like I brought up last week. I mean, they're far away from being anywhere close to what we watched today. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they need so many pieces. It's like it's gonna take them the next.
I mean, when do you think the Raider fans are going to finally say, you know what, I'm done with the team? I mean, they got a new head coach. Say they do get a new quarterback and things start turning around for them, they stay. But I mean, how long could you be a Raider fan if it's just? I mean, you're in the dump.
Raider fans are just getting used to just losing.
Well, I mean,
I don't think they're going to
Still
give
Browns
up.
fans?
Yeah, they moved from Oakland to L.A. back to Oakland out of Vegas.
So then you're saying there's
still
there's a chance they're going to stay.
Yeah, I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I think
that
most
still going to rock with them.
Yeah, like my boy David. I mean, he's a hardcore Raider fan. He's going to stick with it.
It's just it might be just like miserable.
But when the A's took off, he threw his hat. He's like, I'm done. Like, but Raiders, he's still stuck with pretty much. But yeah, I would think Raider fans are kind of. We should do that thing on Instagram. See where Raider fans are at. Like if this is a bust, where they see themselves in the future?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I think it's gonna be in the next 3-4 years for them to.
It's going to be a slow process, like Gilly said.
Oh, but is it a waste?
The tight end.
Is it a waste of money
Tight
going
end
to
and
the
a defensive end.
Las Vegas to watch a game?
I think so. I want to go to a game.
So it's not a waste of money then. You want to go see?
Yeah.
Like, would you want to spend your money on the Eagles playing the Raiders?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there it is.
I mean, that's what we did, right? We would go to the Candlestick games, and we would.
But we're seeing some good games,
Oakland
dude.
A's, Oakland Raider games.
Yeah.
I think I'm opposite. I'd rather head out to Philly and watch Philly play over there versus Raiders.
Well,
Yeah.
when I went to go watch the Raiders play in Seattle, I mean that was pretty sick. You know what I mean? And I was going for the Raiders because it was just dope being at another stadium and watching that game. But like I say, being at Las Vegas and going to pay money to watch your team play, and they just annihilate them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that suck? Is that almost like a preseason game?
Well, it's just like I said. Going to Vegas is like going to a away game, anyways. Every other opponent's fans are there, anyways. So
like
you
Levi kinda.
You might as well for the money that you pay to go to a Raider game, because they have like the highest prices per ticket. You could get a flight, go to somewhere else and watch them, and still be with the same fucking fans that are gonna be in Vegas.
Well, true. Yeah, I guess true because like at Levi, I mean, I was almost willing to pay for some tickets just to watch like the Ravens come in, watch the Bengals, watch Jets, like Bears. I mean, it is kind of cool that they're right here in our backyard. But I'm saying to fly out to Vegas, I guess you can make it a whole trip, right?
Yeah.
Go watch a game,
Well,
go do
that's
some
what they
gambling.
do. These guys that go watch the games, they make it a trip because it's Vegas, so they're bringing. It's a vacation basically.
Yeah, I think actually MGM actually sells like whole package deals for like hotel, ticket, flight, and all that shit.
So they already had the New Year's on Niners versus Raiders there.
Yeah,
That probably would have been a good game.
That would have been a good game to go to. Yeah.
it was on Niner fans.
Oh, it was, huh?
Yeah, it's like I said, any team that goes there is
They're sending it off out there.
Yeah. That destination, that's a destination stadium. It's a vacation stadium.
Because you got to think too, because if you're going to spend so much money on going to a game, if it's either going to Kansas City or going to a Las Vegas game, you want your team to win, right? And it's like 85% chance that you're beating the Raiders.
That's a dirty one.
Dude, that's a nice stat to know, huh?
So, like, you're going to spend some money, at least you're going to have a good memory and, you're going to get that dub.
Yeah, I definitely want to take a trip out there to check it out, I had a chance to go to that, I think, Niner and Raider game, and I didn't go. I should have just went for shits and gigs,
Well, the Seahawks Raider game, that must have been dope, right?
Yeah, it was sick, dude. I mean, we got kicked out of a lot of bars just because they didn't want Raider fans in there.
Oh, really?
Seattle's, you go in bars, they kick you out.
So, hey, get out of here. No Raider fans.
Well, yeah, once they start acting a little rowdy, they kick them out. They won't even serve alcohol to them. Like, we were literally walking the streets looking for bars for my uncle, my brother, and my other uncle, and it was just like, beat it. You know what I mean? They didn't want us around there, and we found one bar that the girl was really, really cool, and she was she was giving my uncles all the drinks and stuff. But I mean, dude, it's a nice stadium. You can see the whole ocean, and all the food's good in there. So I mean, yeah, it's nice traveling to go see a.
How was that weather? Wasn't it raining?
Freezing. No, you know what? It didn't rain for us. So even the bartender was telling us, she's like, every time California comes over here, or from the Bay Area, that it's always raining. And she's like, you guys lucked out. And so it rains sometimes, but like some of the days. But the actual game, it was just freezing. And my uncle got us some real good tickets, so we got to see the Raiders come right out of the tunnel.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was super dope. I remember you going to that game. That's when Josh Jacobs actually hit that big run in overtime.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that stadium's loud as F.
That was last year, right?
No, that was like two years ago. Yeah, my uncle, he went to the steakhouse. He ate a tomahawk steak every night. Yeah,
every night.
Shouts out to Uncle Jose. He's a big time Raider fan. He ate a tomahawk steak every night. Was it Ruth Chris? Yeah, we went there. And I could have swore him and my other uncle snuck off to get another one. I mean, so they were grubbing, but it's fun. Yeah.
Fish. Before we let you go, I don't know if it's too early. But who you picking? Eagles, Chiefs?
From what I've seen today, I gotta go Eagles. They just look so complete. Saquon looks good. Defense looks good. I'm going Eagles.
All right, Fish. Well, thank you for calling in. And we'll hope to see you soon, man.
Be there.
All good.
Have a little family thing going on.
Slam that Mickey for me, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a Bud Light right now.
What? There you go.
What were the hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah.
What were the appetizers?
We know you got something cooking up good over there.
Jalapeno poppers to start.
Actually, we made something new. You want to make an artichoke jalapeno cheese dip?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Respect though. What you guys were using? Chips, pita chips? What were you using?
We had some. I don't know about these new Ritz crackers.
Oh.
A little baguette action.
Oh,
hey, baguettes are key. That's a key.
Okay, yeah. What were your proteins? Any proteins?
I got some short ribs from Costco.
See, Ruben always cooks it up. Yeah.
I marinate them in some teriyaki sauce. Barbecue those and some wings.
Yeah. No, that sounds good.
That's fine.
You know what? Can I actually request a batch of poo sauce?
Damn. Dude, don't.
I could do that.
I'll take some too.
I think the staff over here needs them.
Yeah.
Hey, George gets leftovers sometimes.
Yeah, I luck out.
Do you?
Yeah,
Dude.
That's just good.
All right, Ruben. So we'll catch you soon.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Deuces.
Hey, speaking of food though,
Wait, hold on. You didn't know about Big L's?
You know, it was funny. I always pass by McCarthy Ranch because I got to go that direction for this occasion.
Yeah.
And I always see it, but I never knew what the fuck it was.
We'll get back to it. Go ahead, George, before you forget. I was shocked when you were telling me I don't know what that is. I'm like, all right.
like, did you?
I thought you were fucking with me.
Did you really have to correct me and say no, McCarthy Ranch?
Well, come on, bro. I'm not gonna. Come on, the location was not even close.
Oh,
You're thinking Top Golf.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well.
Anywho,
Yeah.
But speaking of food, Cuzzo's, what was that shit that was good? It was like the baked potato, mashed potatoes,
Loaded baked potato casserole.
Damn. So
Yeah,
like,
that's Missy and Roy. That's just fire.
so if you want to just order that just for like a party, like how does that work out?
Well, you just tell me, like, so we got it down to how many people it could feed.
Yeah.
So if you just tell me what you want, like it's for like 30 people, then we'll know how much we can,
Yeah. But what if it's just like family dish?
Well, I think they sell it by like kind of like a certain amount. Like it's like one bag of potatoes.
Like,
is
I mean,
10
what
pounds.
would be like a tray?
Like 10 pounds or 5 pounds
yeah.
of potatoes, and just let me know when you want that.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, it is good.
That shit was hella good.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Since you're a barbecue competition dude, if you're gonna go to tailgate, right?
Yeah.
And someone says bring something, what are you bringing?
To a tailgate?
Yeah.
I think honestly, like, because everybody's, most people are drinking and stuff like that. I mean, some people get savvy out there and like do ribs and all this stuff. But I mean, now like the most tailgate I've been to is right here at Levi, and it's pretty quick. So I mean, if I had to bring something, I would try to bring probably like a good like hot link or something you can kind of eat fast, and like a skirt steak, like a nice marinated skirt steak, and you cut it all up with some tortillas and maybe a hot link, quick. You know what I mean? Something like that.
You ever did like something really extraordinary out there at a tailgate? Because some people do some crazy fucking shit. And
well, I mean, when I went to the A's game, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I was the first one to have a taco guy out in the A's game. You guys remember that for my birthday, and that was like a long time ago. And it was
That's fire. Some
yeah,
tacos.
yeah. It was limited tacos. So I mean, I had a taco guy, and that was a long time ago. So that was like the biggest thing I ever did at a tailgate. But I've seen crazy stuff like fried rice being made. That's Joaquin. I tried it. Yeah, I tried it. And that shit was pretty good. I mean, I was looking at some of the stuff at Philly because I wanted to start talking about stadium food, and I seen the pretzel, and I could have swore it's filled with cheese and mushrooms. And other than the Philly cheesesteaks, yeah, they have a pretzel, and it's the whole Philadelphia Eagle face. And they have it, and you peel it off, and it's like cheese and mushrooms inside of it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Yeah, and the Philly cheesesteaks.
I wonder how much that costs, though. I think California's only.
I don't think it was too much. I looked at the price. I thought it was like $10.50, but it could have been old pit.
Imagine getting a fucking pretzel and it's the Eagle logo.
Yes, it's the eagle. It's the eagle head. Yeah.
And that was where?
At the
Big
stadium.
L's?
No, at the stadium. No, not big. No, dude. Yeah, he was about to go with it right now. No. That's at the stadium.
Man.
No, but Big L's, I mean, that they have pizza, wings, pretzel. It's kind of like just like a bar and grill, but they have you go bowling and play all video games. Like Mikey was playing video games the whole time.
So you guys were locked down there for 8 hours. Huh?
Yeah, we were locked down there for a minute.
You did a whole 8-hour shift at Big L's?
Well, last time we went there, it was the Niners played. So I mean, my cousin Roy was the first one in line, but I mean, it got packed, bro. So we thought it was gonna be the same thing. So I went and got the 2 tables, main tables in the center. And then, yeah, I mean, everybody I invited showed up. It was pretty cool. So it was hard watching the game and kind of hosting at the same time. I wasn't really hosting, but, I had to say what's up to everybody. But it was pretty dope.
I had to say we were blessed the years we were going to those Raider games.
Oh, yeah. I never got to hit one of those.
I mean,
you never went with us?
No.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I heard Ish gets down.
We had nosebleed seats, but waking up early, 6 a.m, Los Padres, bouncing out, getting there by 7:30, 8, meeting up with Ish and his crew. right?
Shout out to Ish.
Yeah, we would park, and then you would see Ish and his boys set it off with food, and then Fish with us would set it off for food. So you're sitting there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, everyone's posting up, everyone's drinking. Ish is getting his breakfast ready. We're taking our time, drinking. We had our own little bathroom, chiefing, drinking, and then every week was like something different. Like it was dope.
Like someone's famous something.
Like Fish is bringing
his famous sauce.
No, yeah, Fish is bringing his famous sauce with like meatballs, bacon wrapped, with a tri-tip and carne asada. And then Ish is like lamb chops.
Oh, okay.
With like freaking breakfast burritos in the morning.
Yeah, Ish used to make some bomb ass breakfast burritos. He has I think it's like his grandma's like salsa or something like that. Yeah. Hey, this shit is fucking amazing.
It's top secret.
It's top secret.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody brings out their little secrets, right? Like the secret fried rice and all this stuff. I mean,
and then you're like, all right, game over. See you guys in 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, like, Ish has the bacon wrapped shrimp. Yeah. And then Fish is doing, something different. And we were just lucking out by just grubbing.
So you guys would just show up and you guys are just grubbing.
We're grubbing. Yeah, grubbing. About to go watch a game, whoever the Raiders are playing. About to go into a game.
You know what I used to love too? Like being that, because I would go to the stadium for I went to the Raider game and Falcon game with George and his dad.
Yeah.
And but I remember just like this is when I was drinking. So we'd be all drinking. And George would look at me, we got a game to go into. Like we would be pretty toasty, and we forget we had to go inside the stadium.
What used to be my favorite shit. I used to fucking laugh. I still laugh now. Is shout out to Chachi, because Chachi used to go with us all the time.
I seen him today. He came through too. I mean, it was the guest list was pretty crazy today.
He
Shouts
used
out
to
to everybody showed up.
We used to be tailgating, like George said, show up 5 hours before gates open. Before gates open to the actual stadium. Chachi used to be smashed. Sometimes he wouldn't make it in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, hell yeah. But he would always, he'll probably wake up and go anyway.
Yeah, no, it'd be just about halftime. I always see him pop out the tunnel and look at us like, "What up?"
Let's go.
It was just so fucking fun, man. I mean, we had so much great times out there. It's just a shame that they had to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it really sucked because we got to see so many dope ass plays. We actually got to see Patrick Mahomes. Maybe he threw like 4
or 5 touchdowns first half.
And there weren't like rinky dink touchdowns. He was like bombed like 60-yard plus touchdowns. Like it was just dope to see.
And yeah, because we're in the nosebleed, so you're like seeing that ball.
Yeah, same thing. When I went to watch the Niners play KC, and I'm sitting, I'm looking towards Tasman.
Yeah.
And he just throws a bomb, and I'm looking up, and like, and you can hear from the beginning of Tasman the crowd like coming your way like a wave, and I'm like, oh shit, and you can see the ball, and that thing is bombed up there.
I felt like on that Kansas City game, we're like, yo, dude, this guy throws his 5th touchdown. Let's just go walk the stadium. Like, let's just go.
Oh, so you guys are giving up already?
Yeah, like, dude, it's like
we gave up on so many games. Like, we knew we had no chance of coming back.
Yeah,
actually, one of the fucking funniest shit ever is I was one of the last games.
Yeah,
and Fish and Coach George used to just take off sometimes. Oh, we're going to the bathroom. Oh, we're going to get a pretzel, whatever. They say, hey, Gilly, we're about to bounce. We're going to go get a beer or something like that. That was like second quarter. They didn't come back to the fourth quarter. And I'm sitting there by myself. I'm watching the game. I didn't care. I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there. And they sent me a picture. Both of them took a selfie in front of the torch in Oakland.
The infamous torch, bro.
Damn.
And it was like, I don't know why we've been there so many times. I felt like it was always an easy opportunity, So when we're taking it, we're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, taking it. And then Gilly's like, dude, you dirtballs, you guys took a picture without me.
I'm just sitting there by myself, like.
Yeah, I mean, I think once you're drinking stuff, you're just on a mission. You forget about how quick the game goes. Now that I'm sober and I go to all the games, I'm watching play for play. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying all the food. I'm seeing like fights go on. So it's like you could be on one side of the stadium and it's all brawls, and then you go to one side of the stadium, it's just like peaceful. Everybody's having a good time because I was rocking my Bengal gear. And everyone's just showing me massive love,
Yeah.
And then you go to the other side and you'll hear like, "Hey, do you see that guy get his ass kicked in the bathroom?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I was having a great time." And then where I sit, they're mostly all family members because I usually get my friends tickets.
Yeah.
And they bring like like little chocolate candies, and everybody's sharing all the food. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we had such a great time out there in Oakland, and yeah, man, it was a lot of crazy shit. And just let me tell you one thing.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy shit out there, man. I tell you.
Yeah, those fans know how to have a blast for sure.
It's gonna be missed. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why earlier I was talking about the Raider fans when they're finally gonna say, "Hey," like, you know what I mean? Because think about it. Even though they were losing, look how much fun you guys had. Everybody was meeting up.
Yeah.
You meet people from Hayward. You meet people from Frisco. You meet people from all around the whole Bay, and then just when you get there, everybody's clicking. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now that you don't have that, it's a little bit different. And even in Levi, I noticed that when I was in Candlestick, you still see the guys from Frisco and the people come from Oakland and stuff like that, but it just seems like they're not as rowdy as when we were over there. Yeah,
Candlestick set that shit off.
Oh man, it was
like the first time we was going, seemed like it was chill, but I think like
by
the third or fourth time we had that Philly 49er game, like it was fucking rowdy. I mean, like it was like, yo.
Did you ever go there, Gilly?
Actually, I never went to Candlestick.
Like they had Mac Mall performing.
We were going out. What was that street? It wasn't that
well, it was just
Fillmore?
back in Hunters Point.
Oh, Hunters Point,
that backside.
Dude, we go through there and it was pretty. Everybody's chilling on their freaking porches, kicking it.
But just the tailgate. The tailgate was it was basically like a Raider.
And it was a free for all. Once you go in that gate, you can park anywhere you want.
And the cool part about it was like it was in and outs. So like you get there, you tailgate early, and then like whoever be with us, it'd be the Garcias or whoever, be like, yo, you have your ticket, and you're there like at 8 a.m. Right when they open the gates, you go in there, and then they give you a pass to come back in.
Oh shit!
So now you got your pass to come back in. And then now you're still tailgating. It's before the game. You go to the game. Now it's halftime.
And you come out to eat.
You come out and chief. You have a couple shots and go back in. But usually if you don't have that pass, it kind of takes a long time. So if you go knock out that pass early, you're just in and out. You're in your seat, freaking loaded, ready to go.
And that's super early in the morning.
Hell yeah. That was... Candlestick games, Raider games, man, just fucking missed that shit.
So was Candlestick the same like 5 hours before game time?
Yeah, we were getting there early.
It was super early.
Because I feel like every time we went, one of us couldn't get in there because we were fucking.
Well, yeah, you have
like
your
we drank a little too much.
You have your in and outs, and then you were tailgating. And the time you came out for halftime, you'd see like someone's dad passed out in the truck.
We were cooking.
Yeah,
we were cooking.
Everybody was pretty loaded. But it was just the whole.
I remember our first time I got it was our Christmas bonus from Jay Holmes, and we had the Madden van there. Have we seen the Madden van? It was Monday Night Football, raining, and we were on the last seat. But fucking, we seen that shit. Hell yeah,
that's some good times.
Hell yeah.
I think the only time I actually been to Candlestick, I actually went there once. I actually seen the Dodgers and the actual Giants play there. That was back when fucking Raul Mondesi was on the fucking the Dodgers. So
old school.
Yeah, old school. But as me being older, I never went over there to Candlestick.
Yeah, I feel like I went to as many Candlestick games growing up as I went to Oakland A's games. My grandfather's side of the family, all A's fans, so I was always getting bobbleheads, seeing that whole, Jose Canseco run, Ricky Henderson, and then my dad was a hardcore Giant. I got a funny story. One time, Dad and his homie picked me up from school, was on my way over there. We're listening to the radio and listening to the Giants game, getting ready. It's like pregame. We roll up to Candlestick. It was an empty parking lot. I think the game was like in LA.
So what did you do after that?
Oh, he just probably went to Pier 39, had some clam chowder, just turned around. That was a great memory, you know?
That's pretty sick there.
Yeah, that's good times, man. That's a good old Candlestick and Oakland Coliseum, man. No longer.
Do you think that professional sports will ever come back to the city of Oakland, or you think it's just done?
I think it's done. Yeah.
I mean, as far as like NFL, MLB, you think it's just done?
Yeah, I think they just felt like it's just too much for them to handle, and for for them to lose the Raiders, the A's, and obviously Golden State, they're just happy with it, you know. And I don't know what's their motive of doing that, but it's just a heartbreaker, you know. When I went to New York this last couple of years, when we went to the Philly game, you kind of had that vibe when we watched the Phillies, the tailgating and stuff like that. But it's just that sucks, man. That was like our childhood, Oakland Coliseum, you know.
And I think like the newer stadiums, like even in Seattle, like they're not as tailgate like friendly. It's kind of like you go there and go straight in the game.
Yeah, it's kind of like well, I wouldn't say Levi is like it's like separated, right? Like the different tailgate sections.
And now I think they tell you where to park. Like you go in there, like they try to put you in certain slots, but I think people are finding their way around it, you know. But to me, it still seemed different. Yeah, you got to walk across the parking lot to go to Lot B and Lot Green's all the way to Mission College. So if your homies are chilling, you're not gonna find them. So I just still feel like when I'm there too, it's kind of like you just go in. You know what I mean? And that's even like when I was partying and stuff. You know, it's just felt you don't feel as.
I have to say, Rudy and Joaquin are setting that shit off. You know,
They set it off,
when we went to that Bengal game,
Yeah.
We just walked by there and they fucking.
So they know how to set up and where they're setting up and all that stuff. So they got it down packed. But I knew they enforced a new rule this year, and I didn't go to no games at all.
Yeah, I always see like Joaquin's like posts on social media, and it looks like they're a fucking blast out there.
Yeah,
They
do pretty good out there.
Now, I have to say, when we went to that Bengal game, we just rolled right over there. And before we could even shake a hand, they already handed us food and a beer, and it was all love, man. It was fucking that fried rice. And
that's what I'm saying. The fried rice is good.
It was fire.
It's a famous fried rice.
Fried rice? What's in the fried rice?
It's fried rice.
Yeah, it's like fried rice with some steak on asada. That was funny because I was telling my brother, I was like, dude, if we see our homies out there, they make some killer ass fried rice, and you might encounter it. And it was like, yo, is that your brother? Yeah, here's some fried rice. And he kind of looked at me like, fuck, you wasn't lying.
Hey, Coach G, I actually seen on social media today that you had some Philly cheesesteaks at home, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
dude,
what?
Yeah. Yeah, the last two times. I mean, last week I was in AZ, so I didn't get to watch it at home. But
so you had your full fucking shit all laid out today?
Yeah, full shit.
Oh,
freaking had the Philly cheesesteak, the stuffed mushrooms, the chips and salsa.
Did you make them or you bought them?
No, we sliced them up and
homemade.
Just kind of keep them simple. Yeah, just kind of keep them simple.
Speaking of Black called me up. He's like, man, I stopped by Amato's. Remember Amato's?
Yeah.
He said he got a Philly cheesesteak and he took it home and him and his wife split it up. And he's like, damn it, I should have got one for myself and her. Yeah, he said they're so good.
Yeah,
actually,
they have those cherry peppers.
Amato's just right here.
Yeah,
it's close right here.
Have you ate it?
Yeah.
So I haven't eaten in years.
Those cherry pepper jalapenos.
Oh, it's fire.
My God, yeah.
Yeah, you know, actually, you know what's funny? I probably ordered one like a month ago.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fucking good. I got one of the large ones, and I just split it up. I ate one half.
So that's the thing. Then you probably split up. There must be huge. But he said he wanted two of them.
No, they're fucking huge, bro. I mean, literally like.
So like a Togo sandwich?
Bigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bigger, and these things are just stuffed with fucking cheese.
Yeah,
meat.
They make them good
Yeah.
there.
Do they?
Yeah, they make them good.
Then they got the cheese fries too. They got regular fries with cheese all over, nacho cheese all over it. It's just fucking delicious.
Yeah, it was last minute. We were trying to get a tri-tip and just slice that up, mushrooms and onions, but at Safeway didn't have none. So this morning, had to go to Smart & Final and handle that shit. But
well, next time you can go to get like a ribeye or whatever, and just tell the butcher to cut it up, and he'll cut it all up.
So so I wondered if I could do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So they can get a few pounds, and you just kind of how many people are eating Philly cheese sandwiches. Just get the meat, and then they'll slice it up for you.
Because this one was a little thick, but I mean, we just slice it up as much as we can. I mean, it's not the best, sliced up, but does the trick.
Mike, let me ask you this. So, so we're talking about that Philly cheesesteaks from Philly, right? And Kansas City's known for the barbecue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere around here in the Bay Area that has Kansas City's style barbecue?
You know what? I have not heard of any KC barbecue. Mainly here is Houston and like Texas style barbecue. Like everybody's, on the Texas style barbecue, like brisket and stuff. I mean, I haven't.
So what makes it Kansas City style barbecue? What is it?
Just the meat, like where how they cook it. Because I think there was when so burnt ends of a brisket was kind of like back in the day, it was like a waste of the meat, like it was burnt. So in Kansas City, I think one of the barbecue spots there was like, hey, we're not gonna toss these. we're just gonna leave them on the counter. And they started noticing that, people kept on taking the burnt ends off. Like, ooh, these are good. And then I think they just started remixing it into like different, sauces and making them more tender. And so I think the first burnt end was kind of maybe just like a burnt end. And then they started, to put it in the oven and make it more softer and stuff. And so I think a lot of the barbecue started in KC. Like, they're known for barbecue, but also as Texas. So, I mean,
That'd be fun, to go to KC.
That's what I was thinking right now. Like, just thinking like, Philly cheese, like,
yeah.
we've been, I know you've been to the East Coast. I've been to the East Coast and having the food out over there, fucking delicious. So it's like, I never been to KC, so I was thinking like Texas.
It's got to be on another level, because when I had that Philly cheesesteak from Philly, this shit was insane. It was the bread, the meat, the everything.
Yeah, it's the way it's kind of how they make it. Like, even though that people are making like Texas style barbecue here, it's different because you're working with temperatures that are a lot colder here, and then you're working with weather that's more it's humid. So your pit's running different, your meat's different, your cows don't have hills, so it has to do with factor with a lot of stuff. So yeah, obviously you're going to KC. I don't know what they do. You're probably eating some smacking ass barbecue at that stadium. Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I think that's one of the things I want to try for sure. Like I said, next year I do want to go to Kansas City, even if it's not for a Raider game, just to go watch a game out there in general. You know what I mean? I think it'd be super dope, especially if they do win the Super Bowl, back-to-back champs. I mean that's just crazy to see. So that's something I would want to try out there. Go eat some Kansas City barbecue and whatnot.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Patty Mahomes again. Because we've seen him every year we were out there. Right?
Yeah, we've seen him for like 3.
He was their quarterback.
Super Bowl's coming here next year, right?
Next year.
Next year it'll be right in our backyard, Santa Clara, California.
Damn,
that's gonna be pretty sick.
Back to back.
Super Bowl 60.
Is it?
Got to take advantage of those like the festival shit they do.
Man, we all went there that one time. We all walked. Remember?
Yeah, but I didn't go to the real one where like the kids signed the autograph with Khalil Mack. Took a picture.
No.
Oh, actually, you know what? Me and Roach, shout out to Steven Roach, we went out there to San Francisco. And we went to the NFL experience.
How was that?
It was super dope. It was actually, I actually got a.
We went to Santa Clara University, huh?
Yeah.
I got a mini Hall of Fame helmet signed by Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, Derek Brooks, and at that time Latavius Murray was there too.
That's fucking dope.
They all signed on the same little mini helmet. Actually, I didn't put it in here. I actually got it out in my garage. But talked to Aaron Donald for like 2 minutes. Cool ass dude. I think he was at rookie at that time too. But he was super fucking cool, man. Cool ass dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's why I was telling I was actually telling my wife, like, I hope they do more stuff here in the city of Santa Clara, like around. You know what I mean? So we don't have to travel all the way to San Francisco. Because I mean, even though San Francisco is a primary location, bigger city, whatnot, but it'd be super dope if they do more stuff like at the Santa Clara Convention Center. I think they did do it last time, but it wasn't really promoted right.
I think more of the stuff with the professionals were all
they weren't ready for it. But I know it's off topic, but if the Sharks were to win, where would you think they would host their parade? Would that be downtown?
That'd be downtown, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be downtown for sure.
Street, yeah.
That'd be crazy, huh?
That'd be downtown San Jose for sure.
That'd be pretty sick.
Cesar Chavez Park, that would be right there.
Oh yeah, all the festival, everything right there, huh?
Yep.
Yeesh.
All the way down to Mark's Hot Dogs. All the way down South Air Street, baby.
Was it you right there, Mark?
Yep.
Hot Dogs, Elm Rock. There you go.
You know what, George? At the end of last episode, you were talking about your Living Legends team.
Yeah.
You were talking about your trip to AZ and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had 2 people actually contact me and ask about how to get in contact with you guys about upcoming season and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is there any way to get an easy contact with you guys? You and Coach Jim? I mean.
Yeah, it's always pretty simple. It's just you just Living Legends baseball club. Just go online, Google that up, and we'll have a website. And it's just real easy. There's a tryout link, and once you just kind of set up your send your email, all the information about your kid, get straight up to Coach Jim, and then we get him a tryout, and send him to the facility, knock that out, and it's pretty simple. Yeah, just once you Google Living Legends Baseball Club.
Right on, because like with the show as well too, I want to shed light of of your organization you guys got going. Since we are a sports podcast, I want to hear about it. All the younger youth coming up. If any of the kids do go off to college or any kids in college right now, give them a shout out. You know what I mean? It'd be pretty dope. But like I said, people reached out to me personally. Asked about Living Legends, how to get in contact with them and whatnot. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, big season coming up, man. We have a lot of kids in college about to go set it off, about to do some big things, and then high school starting right around the corner. And we got our spring season going for our little league kids. So, yeah, man. I mean,
we should try hitting up one of those San Jose State games.
Yeah,
I know some people do that, right? They tailgate out there too.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick on right there.
Yep. No, I mean, we have one of our lefty kids went to Wilcox, local kid. He should be, a starter pitching every weekend. So it's a good opportunity to go watch one of our boys, play. So, yeah, man, it's doing well.
Nice. Appreciate that information. Guys, before we sign off, any last thoughts about this championship Sunday that just happened?
No, I'm ready for the Super Bowl now.
Ready for the Super Bowl? We got 2 weeks, man.
Shit, man, I just say it was a fucking good-ass day of football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think both games was, I was having a heart attack going back and forth with that Philly game. You guys might have felt like they kind of had it locked in. Good game first game, good game second game, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Good football. I'm excited to go see, what the headlines are going for these next 2 weeks, getting ready for the Super Bowl. So.
I was a tidbit jelly because one of our friends, Sal, he had a few squares going on.
Did he?
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 squares going on. So he had a few sheets, and I'm like, damn, he gets to look at it and stuff like that. So I'm also looking forward to my squares and stuff for the Super Bowl. So now it's on.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today, me and Coach Jim, because we usually do once a year our Living Legends football squares, and it's like a total fundraiser for our kids every year. We take our kids to New York. They do a Cooperstown trip. They'll stay out there for a week. And this kind of helps us get over there, So if you see one of those Living Legends squares, football Super Bowl squares, please try to join in. Or if you have any questions, just hit up the IG and we'll get you squared away here.
Yeah, dude, squared away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gilly the Guru, Coach G, Mike, signing off. Till next week.
Later.